Welcome to the 11 Alert Desk. I'm digital content producer Aspen Andrews, and I'm here with meteorologist Josephine Saige to talk a little bit about some winter weather. It sounds like might be coming our way.
Yes, even more than just snow as well. Arctic air is what we're tracking on, and that's the big story here.
It's exciting. Well, can you tell us a little more about what we can expect tonight, but also through the end of this week?
Yes, earlier today we saw those 40s, 50s. Tonight we dropped down to the teens. We dropped down into the single digits. That's for many of us. Colorado Springs, we're sitting at about 11 degrees tonight. Pueblo, about 13. And at 11 p.m., we've got a cold weather advisory that becomes in place for a lot of us, or at least through those eastern plains. And we've got winter weather advisories, watches in those higher elevations as well. But that doesn't mean that the I-25 corridor is ruled out from that very, very cold weather. Now, I do want to jump into our snowfall. I'll get back to those cold weather advisories in just a moment. We're seeing some of those flurries actually just through the Palmer Divide. Right now it is 6:33, and that's what we're looking at on our radar. Lamar as well, you're seeing a couple of those snowflakes hitting the ground. Salida and of course the I-70 corridor. We've got some closures along the I-70 corridor right now as well, and of course we'll alert you first to any of those changes for any type of commute you might be taking. But I want to walk us through the rest of the evening, because I think in just the next hour we could be seeing some of those flakes, at least over Colorado Springs, through southern El Paso County, Fountain, Fort Carson, a little bit on that heavier side of things. But this storm is not going to be very impactful. Should start to clear on out overnight, and by the time you wake up tomorrow, you shouldn't be seeing any of those flurries, but you can expect icy and slick roads, and we still can't rule out maybe a flurry or two during our Tuesday afternoon, but that's going to clear on out. However, temperatures remain very cold. I want to touch on our snow potential before I jump into just how cold it's going to get. Through Tuesday night, very minimal accumulations for this system. Colorado Springs traced to 2 inches, Manitou as well, maybe a little bit more for Palmer Lake and Monument, but this system is just not going to be very impactful. Pueblo, Walsenburg, Rye, Canyon City, Fountain, it's that same story for us as well. But those temperatures, that's the bigger picture here. We're seeing 26 for the afternoon high tomorrow, 19 on Wednesday, 30 for our Thursday, but that is ahead of rebounding temperatures Friday and Saturday. But all this Arctic air is going to actually move on down as our jet stream gets a little wobbly, is what I like to say. Without getting into the nitty-gritty, we see Arctic oscillation, either positive or negative. And the way that our jet stream is right now just means that it's a bit weaker and that oscillation is negative. So we're pulling down a lot of that cold air from our poles, which, yes, sets us up for a bit of a colder next couple of days. That's rebounding before those weekend days. But of course, the bigger picture here, what I can tell you at home is icy and slick roads as you get up on your Tuesday for that commute, as you head back to work if you were off for the holiday today. And again, you're going to expect these cold temperatures to stick around.